I'm thrilled, and here's why. We're in the Doyle dining room with the lady of the house, ladies and gentlemen, Lynda Boyd. Of course, we know her as Rose Doyle.
Yes.
You did change your name, right?
I was Rose Miller, and now I'm Rose Doyle.
Okay.
We got married in second season.
Right.
Got the ring to prove it.
I'm so excited to see you finally because, you know, I feel like you're a kindred spirit. Now,
Oh.
you're from the West.
Yes, I am.
Right?
Vancouver.
But on CNBC, we celebrate the East Coast, and I think probably more than anybody, you have really, grabbed a hold, if you will, of this city and St. John's, really sort of ingrained yourself sports-wise.
Yeah, did the regatta twice now.
Yeah.
Got a silver medal first year and a gold last year, or this year.
And that's serious training, Lynda
It's
Boyd.
serious training, and you know what inspired me was when I first got here to start Doyle, I was the last one cast, right? So they were already shooting when I got this job, and I didn't know anything about Newfoundland. Like, I did not really pay attention in high school except to, like, drama.
Right.
And so I got a little short history of Newfoundland Labrador, so I could just at least know something about this great place. And a couple of things stood out, like, the history, like the fact that it's so old here. It's like
Right.
European history.
Yeah.
And the regatta had been going on for several decades, and that sounded really cool. So, yeah, so I got involved in that. And
It's one thing to read about, but then go, I'm going to do that.
I don't know what is wrong with me. I don't know.
It's great, though.
Well, you know what? I think I really wanted a job, like, because I'm always looking for a job as an actor. Every week
Okay.
is job interviews, basically.
Is that true? No.
Oh, God, yes.
Still? No.
Well, yeah, but before Doyle, like, I would probably do anywhere from 80 to 100 auditions a year. So that's, like, a lot of looking for a job and only getting a few. And I wanted
and
something...
then nothing's usually this long. Like, this is lovely,
Never.
isn't it?
No, I've never had anything like this. Touch wood. I hope it goes on forever. Like beachcombs.
We do, too.
Yeah.
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 Have you picked that up?
Yeah, actually.
I do that. That's
One of the sound men from the last 3 years, him and I actually have a whole conversations going, yeah, we stand there. And we think it's the most funny thing we've ever heard or
I do
seen.
it naturally, but I know
Yeah.
it's bad. When I go back into edit, I'm like, oh, what are you doing?
You're sucking that
Yeah.
air in on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually choke each time.
That's 'cause
so,
you're not-
no, I don't have the throat for it. Yes, I wanted a job that felt like family, that had a sense of adventure to it, and then literally 3 months later, I got this job, and I can remember walking around with my dog, Milo, in the streets of St. John's and going, where are we, Milo? We're not in Kansas anymore. Because it just didn't seem like
Right.
my home anymore, but it was this new adventure, which is what I asked for. And I love it here. I bought a house here, just at the base of Signal Hill, because I love hiking Signal Hill. That's part of my training.
Training.
For regatta.
That is training.
Oh my God.
Hike Signal Hill. Hello.
We row for half an hour.
That's scary. Just a smidge scary, eh? You got to really.
Um,
You don't think? Well, if you're not afraid of heights.
I am afraid of heights,
Okay.
but when you're like right on the lip, I don't look down. I kind of look over there somewhere.
Okay.
And I'm quite a klutz, actually. I trip on cables around this studio all the time, so I have to be really careful because, well, it wouldn't be too good if I fell off the side of that hill.
No.
Although Sean McGinley may argue with that because Sean just decided this season that they should write me out of the show, and he's figured out the exact.
Stop it.
Yeah, but wait.
Your demise? No.
Rose, he's going, I got it. Episode 9. Rose comes up to Signal Hill parking lot with some important papers for Jake and Mal, and she trips, and you just see her going off the side of the mountain. And then we don't realize through episode 10, 11, 12 that she's gone. Episode 13, Mal comes in the kitchen. It's like, it's a bloody mess. Where the hell's Rose? It just occurs to him in episode 13 after.
It's a good thing he's not writing for this
cliffhanger,
show.
right? I'm going to
Right.
still be hanging off
Literally
the
a
side of
cliffhanger.
Signal Hill in episode 13. But that's Sean's rich imagination.
Right.
And we have so much fun together because him and I pretend we can't stand each other. Like I'll say, oh, everyone, Sean's coming through. Watch, there you go. It's going to hit the door frame.
But on camera, the chemistry
Oh
is
my God.
delightful.
Oh, thank you.
It really
no, I
is.
adore Sean McGinley.
Yeah.
He is one of the sweetest, kindest people. And yeah, I
It's
just love him.
great.
I'm so lucky to have him as a husband.
Well, I find it amazing, especially when it's a family, that chemistry in casting is so huge. And
Yeah.
it's like, I didn't know that you were one of the last characters cast.
Yes, because they shot the pilot in October of 2008, and then I think they recast Maliki and Rose. And so they had their Maliki. Mark and Martha and Kristen were already in place. And then I was flown out here, I think the week before they started shooting the first season, and I screen tested with 2 other actresses. Not at the same time.
Right.
And then I flew home to Vancouver, and they said, okay, come back. I was like, can I just, like, I got to pack a few things.
Right.
And then, then I came back and they'd already started shooting. So then I went into full on, okay, I got to learn the dialect.
Right.
And they had these wonderful women from Stratford trying to teach me the dialect, and it didn't work because I sounded like I was, that manly, yes, but I like it too, the Irish Spring commercials. So I said, Alan, I'm a little nervous about the accent. I pulled out some script and I read it to him, and he went, yeah, you come from somewhere else.
Right.
I went, thank God.
Right.
I couldn't hear it.
Which is kind of nice because you have that other flavor.
Well, and then that created the whole thing with Rose having a husband that she kind of didn't mention to Maliki.
The details.
I meant to. Hey. So just because I came from somewhere else, that meant I had a history before I came here. Then we get to create a history for Rose, which really made it interesting.
Yes, indeed. Well, it's a great character.
It got me off the hook from speaking like a Newfoundlander because it would have been embarrassing for all concerned.
Well, you're very talented with what you do. And I just want to talk about the other wonderful thing you do in the city of St. John's, which is your charitable side. Oh. And that's a great project that you're involved in.
Oh, Irish Kirby House.
Yes.
Yes, the Warm Hearts campaign is, they approached me, I think, at the end of last season, if I would be the patron of the campaign. And it just so happened I was going to be here for February, so that worked out great. I got to go to the home and meet a lot of the residents and hang out there for the afternoon. We ate pizza and everything, and I've never felt more compelled to be involved in a community as I have now, because I love this place. I love the people of St. John's. I just find the warmth here so amazing, and I'm a lucky camper. Like, I have a really great job. I'm well taken care of by the Buys, Alan and John and Rob, and it just seemed right to I don't like to say the thing give back because it's overused, but to balance the scales a little bit. Just go, here, you know what? I've got some time on my hands. Why don't I help out? So so we did the Warm Hearts campaign last year, and I hosted the benefit, and I got the band together. We sang a few songs at the end.
And now you're singing. Now we've got it just before. You and Kristen Pellerin are just
both
this
singers.
Incredible. I mean, you got it all going on. You're multifaceted.
Aww.
Yeah, and you're.
Well, I'm also really old, right? So I used to be a rock and roller back in the day.
Did you?
Yeah,
really?
in the early '80s.
We should do a whole show just on Lynda Boyd. You're just like this.
Well, I've been around for a long time, right? Stop. No, I'm a grandma too.
Are you?
Yeah.
You are not.
I got a 7-month-old grandson in Vancouver.
Nice. That's
He's
exciting.
so cute. Back in the 80s, I had the bleach blonde hair that stuck straight up like Roxette, and we toured and all over, and I ended up losing my voice because we partied every night.
Sure.
I was like 22, and I was like, wow, I'm on the road, I'm making money, and I'm partying like it's 1999.
You're like Steven Tyler.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I could write a book. I could tell you some things.
We'll look forward to that.
No, I'm writing a book right now.
Are you?
Yeah, I started a couple of months ago.
And author, adding that to the resume. Ladies and gentlemen, Lynda Boyd.
What? I amazed myself. No, I just felt I've lived a lot of lives. Like, I was a professional singer for years, and then I kind of lost my voice and had to find another way so I did a lot of theater. And then film kind of came to town in Vancouver in the form of X-Files, and then all of a sudden everybody wanted to shoot in Vancouver. So
you on X-Files?
Yeah, I did 2 of them.
What did you do? First
season, I played this woman in a bar, and someone lit my cigarette, and then he lit the whole entire bar on fire, and me. And then I had to explain to Mulder why I was burnt. And then the second season, I got to play a whole different character.
Okay.
My husband had just broken out of jail with his buddy. But he shows up at our house. They've escaped cons, and his buddy has this giant, like the size of your windscreen, thing on his face, and it's kind of pulsating. And he goes, take care of my friend. So I lay him in bed, and he's got a fever, he's burning up, and this thing burst in my face.
Never open the door to a guy with a thing on his face,
no,
right?
It was
cautionary tale.
It had pus and a giant bug in it, and then I died. Yeah, so I did X-Files. Everybody died.